So ice climbing is another thing that we do a lot of. And again, this picture is actually in Hamilton. So we used to run ice climbing in Hamilton a lot until we started building the ice in Elora. Just because the ice is so unreliable, we had to start building our own. So Hamilton's still a spot we can run. It just the last 5 years has not been cold enough to sustain, like steadily cold enough to run ice climbing there. But yeah, the Elora looks just the same as this. And yeah, we'll run courses all winter long, and this is obviously one of the ice axes we use. Pretty scary looking device, and obviously you'll have the spikes on your feet as well. Again, just putting on the equipment for most people is that they've already got their money's worth out of the experience right there. They're just like, this is awesome. And then you get to go, and very rarely do you get told to hit as hard as you can and kick as hard as you can and don't be gentle. So a lot of people, they feel like this is almost like, you know, they get their frustrations out on the ice and just go nuts at it. And there is a technique to it. There's a steep learning curve to build climbing on ice. So it's not like rock climbing. A lot of rock climbers might actually be slower to get better at ice climbing than a total beginner, because a total beginner will listen to your instructions, where a rock climber thinks, I know how to do this. I climb all the time. And then they realize there's a technique, there's a finesse to it. It's like swinging a tennis racket. There's a technique to swinging this axe. You can't just blindly swing at the ice. It may go in, it may not. There's a technique to maximize your force and to minimize the amount of effort you're using. And same with the crampons. When you're climbing, your feet are actually floating away from the ice. They're actually like out here. If this was the ice, they're not on the rock. They're not on the ice. You don't step on ice holds. You stab your points right in. So that feels different because your foot's floating in free space. So and then the angle your foot's on is very important. So there's a bit of a learning curve to it, but it is something we teach for total beginners. And yeah, it's great reviews from that. Everyone has a really good experience. We usually start the course indoors. So we start indoors. You can see all our ice axes here. And we actually do a demo on our little styrofoam wall here, where we actually teach how to swing and where to hit on the ice. Some spots are good to hit, some spots are bad, some spots are dangerous. So we talk about where you would swing with an ice axe and where you would avoid things that like icicles that are hanging low, bulges where you hit and the whole piece breaks off and can hit you. And we have a little safety risk we go through with all the clients. Indoors, in nice warm environments, they're not freezing to death while they listen to me. And they get to gear up indoors, and then once you've gone over the safety and how to climb techniques, we get to go outdoors and experience it outdoors.